Remember, love you some you. Because it says in the Bible, love thyself. And people don't do that. They miss that in the Bible because they don't preach that a lot. You know what I mean? They preach about loving other people and this and that. But one thing you cannot do, you can't give what you ain't got, right? You can't love somebody else if you ain't got love. You got to love yourself first. The first place to learn how to love and love yourself first. Now, and that topic right there, that's why we say, love you some you. When you look in the mirror in the morning, anybody, this is what I do. That's what I do. I look in the mirror, I look at, hey, you handsome, intelligent man. I love you, man. Bad boy, but a good man. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to talk to yourself, tell yourself some good things. You know what I mean? Because a lot of negative talk and stuff be going on, and try to get that stuff out of your ear. Talk some positive stuff. You're hearing some negative stuff. Start talking some positive stuff. Sing a positive song, because you want to keep a positive vibe. You know what I mean? Because you let the negative vibe set in, it'll consume you. You know what I mean? Because that's what a lot of people have. That's why it's a whole lot of negative people. As you can count on the planet with statistics of positive people, but you're gonna be positive. Negative, you got to learn how to reflect and deflect the positive away from you. Because what'll happen, it will, what they call, diffuse your positive energy, your light. You know what I mean? That's what negative come to do. It come to put out your light, put out your shine, try to drain you. Anything it is negative. That's why you want to you fight it. Don't be scared to fight it with force. I'm talking about you got to develop that powerful force. And the way you develop that powerful force is you look in the mirror. You say, I love it. You gotta love yourself deep down. Whoever, put it like this. If who you don't love so much that you want to die for, like people say. You know what I mean? Which I don't go along with that, because Jesus already done died for everybody. So I ain't dying for nobody. You hear me? None. Now, if it comes to the point, I might, protect somebody and do, and like that, but all that, dying for, no, that. But what you got to do, you got to love yourself just like, you know how you don't love. I remember this time I love this girl, right? I mean, I was cheating on her and this and that and all that kind of stuff. And then what happened, she started cheating on me. Well, she, got her somebody else, right? When she got somebody else, I got in my feelings. And man, when I got in my feelings, right? The feeling was so, I realized and understood what love was. You know what I mean? Say you don't miss your water till your well run dry. You know what I mean? So I'm talking about, I love her so much I cried for 3 days, man. Y'all hear me? I cried for 3 days after we done broke up. She said, I don't want you no more. Well, get and I'm like trying to understand why even though I done cheated on her for, years, you know what I mean? But she stuck with me for 7 years, right? And I cheated on her, about 3-4 years and this and that and all that stuff. At the end, that's when I started cheating. We were together about some years and stuff like that. Then I started, I wasn't cheating on her. We weren't married or nothing. I just had other, companionship, female friends, this and that, which they all knew about each other. But the thing was, I didn't love her like she loved me. Her feelings were more deeper for me than it was for her. And then when all the other females were gone, she was right there. And then after a while, she found her somebody else, and she went with them and got going. And I was alone, and I wanted her because everybody else was gone. And my feelings started growing more fonder to her. And then they were growing fonder to her. She left. It went with somebody else, right? But that's 9 times how to do, anyway. It always be the vice versa, you know what I mean? But anyway, I loved her. But the point I'm trying to make, love yourself like you loved someone before or something. Love yourself just like you loved that. When you do that, you is in love with yourself. Because you ain't going to love nobody else until you love yourself. You got to do that. And look in the mirror every morning you wake up, and I look in the mirror, I be like, you one handsome motherfucker, Mike. I'm just like that. Be like, go and make your money because I am prosperous, rich, and I gotta get it, gotta have it like a rabbit eating cabbage. And that's how we do it. And we keep it moving and constantly keep saying positive things and be like, all negative, all fear don't dwell here. Not in this